Hey there, today I'm going to teach you how to draw Silkie from Teen Titans Go. So we're going to start with the big eyes. So let's start on the one on the right. Starting at the top, we're going to draw these two big circles. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Starting at the top, I'm just going to go around and try to draw the best circle that I can. Alright. Okay, that's not bad. And now we're going to move over to the left side and draw the exact same circle. So exactly the same size. So starting with my finger, I'm going to point to the top here and draw a point. And then along the bottom, I'm going to draw another point at the same level as the bottom here. So I'm just going to draw a small little point. Starting at the top, I'm going to try to hit both points. Come around. I missed a little bit there, but that's okay. Come around and basically finish that off at the top. And because I'm using a Sharpie, I can actually go back and just draw a little bit on top just to cover that missed spot that I had there. Just go around and clean up my circles. Alright, and from here I'm going to draw the eyes. Okay, so he basically has his eyes are closed, so they're basically two arches. So starting on the one side here, you come up, past the middle, and then back on the other side, so at equal height. And then in the center it gets a little bit thicker, so I'm going to start thin on the sides, and then just taper a thicker line in the center, and it gets thinner as it goes to the ends, just like that. Let's go to the other side and we'll do the exact same thing. So I'll put my finger where I want to start, I'm going to draw another dot where I want it to end, and then a dot at the top where I want it to go. So starting here, I'll draw an arch and come down to the other side. And again, I missed here, but that's okay because I'm going to be coloring in the middle a bit thicker. So I'll go in with my marker and just make that a little bit thicker. Alright, so now we're going to go down to the mouth. So touching each point of the eye on the inside here, start on this side here, and I'm going to draw a curve that goes up, just like that. And then from here I'm going to come down really steep, down to where the bottom of the mouth would be, so right about here. I'll keep my finger right there. I'm going to come down, hit that point, and back up to where the other side of the mouth is. And basically the mouth has sort of an outline around it, so I'm going to go around and try to keep the line spacing equal around the whole mouth. So starting along the bottom and then back up along the top. And I'm going to draw 3 sets of teeth. So basically upside down triangles for the top teeth. I'll draw 2 of them, and one off to the left from center, just on this side. And then from here I can color this in later. Let's go to the top of the head. So the top of the head is basically just an arch from the top of this eye to this side here to draw a curve like that. And then the bottom of the head is basically 2 curves coming down from the eyes. So I'm going to start here and come down. I'll start on this side here and come down. And then the corners are kind of rounded off, but I wanted to try to hit as close to that bottom lip as possible. So I'll curve and start to straighten out, and then join that point there. Let's go up to the top of the head and do the antennas. So if I put my finger in the middle of the head, I want the antennas to be spaced out on either side of my finger. So let's start on this side, come up in a curve, and then I'm going to come down in an angle. And then I'm going to come in here, and basically it gets thicker as I get to this point here, and then it'll join up here. So I'm going to put a point right about there. And that's the point that I want to hit with a curve. And then from here, it's essentially just connecting that point there. Now, putting my finger back here again, I'm going to try to come up again on this side to around the same height. And then come out to a point here with a curve. Again, I'm going to put a point in the middle here where I want it to get thicker. Come down so it gets thinner at the base. And I'm just going to connect these 2 points here, just like that. Alright, now let's get into the body. So here, the chest, I'm just going to draw a curve that leads to the front arm. So kind of like this, but now I'm going to put one of the hands over here. So starting at the bottom, come around, it's basically a rounded shoulder, and it just comes in and just connects to that point. Now I'm going to imagine this line curving behind that arm and coming up, and then from this point it's basically a straight line towards the center of the head. let's draw the other arm. So I'll draw a curve out here, and I'll curl it back in towards the body. And then I'm going to come about halfway here and draw a curve for the back side of one of the other arms. Let's go back here. We'll draw it. We've got 2 more arms to do. So here I'm going to draw a curve like so. And from this point, I'm just going to do a curve that leads up towards the back of this arm here. So basically it's this shape kind of repeating itself 3 times. So again, from here, I'm going to come to a point, and from this point, I'm going to curl that back underneath that arm there. Now the back of the torso, so starting here around the jaw, I'm going to draw a curve like that. And from this point, a sharp turn to a curve underneath behind that arm. Last bit is this back tail. So from this point, I'm going to curl out. This side, I'm going to curl out. From here, I'm going to do a sharp turn up. From here, I'm going to do a sharp turn with a big curve out to the point here. From this point, I'm going to curve 2 sort of hooks. And then the only thing left to do is to connect those 2 points with a curve just like that. And I think that's it. You can put some little spots and coloring for the pattern. And there we have it. There is Silkie from Teen Titans Go. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please give it a like and make sure you subscribe. We'll see you again soon.